Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is just a casual video. It's funny, I've tried recording this, like this is my third time, and I've decided to do a sit down with it just due to time and some of my video cut out, and it's just silly. If you're new here, I'm Sandra. My husband Dan and I are full-time resellers on platforms like Poshmark, Ebay, Mercari, a few others, and we have some more expansion coming up after our vacation we are going to be leaving on, which is kind of going to be the topic of today. I am going to be sharing with you, and this is going to be posting while we're on vacation, my kind of day in the life as a reseller. And again, like I mentioned, I was going to try and go around the house a little bit, kind of show you where I do things, what I do. But for some reason, even after the second time of trying to do it, recording was cutting out, or it was too dark or something. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do just a relaxed sit down and to share with you a day in the life, not only as a reseller for me particularly, but just kind of what my day is like, or like every other day, and what I do, my daily routines. As you can imagine, we keep extremely busy here. Just to kind of give you a background on Dan and I, we are full-time resellers. We are semi-retired in life. We moved here from a different state, and after purchasing our, we have a 1897 folk Victorian home that we absolutely love, and we're in the process of kind of remodeling and kind of fixing up. It's a structurally beautiful sound home, such great character, but it just needs a little bit of cosmetics done on it. And we were in the process of doing that, and we were going to just kind of turn around and flip it and sell it down the road. But we have fallen in love so much with our town, our church, our home. We're loving it here. We decided to keep the house. So in the meantime, we decided, you know what, we need to do something to just pay bills while we're here. And I used to be a reseller before, and so we decided to try and start it up again. And it has just gone crazy gangbusters, even more than before when I was doing it. It's going so well. We're both doing it full time. So that is what we do now. We have kind of put off doing some of the cosmetics on the house until we get this business built up full time enough to hire somebody to do some of the aspects of the business. So in the meantime, we have just put all that on hold, which we are okay with. And we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. When we do have some free time, and are loving doing that, as well as a reselling business. So that's kind of the gist of it. We are full-time resellers. We are also empty nesters. We have 6 amazing kids, and we have 3 grandkids currently. We have 2 other grandkids on the way. So while we are on our trip to our daughter's wedding, we are hoping when we swing by and see our daughter in Montana that we will be seeing the new baby if she delivers before then. So we are super excited about this trip. It's just going to be a great opportunity to see family. So I'm going to put this video up, so it's just set up to post for y'all. I do apologize. I will probably not be posting a video the second week, just because we are literally going to be putting devices down for that week and a half. 2 weeks, and literally the first week is going to be focused on the wedding preparations, then the wedding, and then going and seeing our daughter. We are literally just going to put it all down, and we're going to focus on grandkids, our son-in-law, and just spending quality family time with people that we are visiting with, and we are okay with that. So again, I may not have another video coming out the second week, but this will be posting the first week that we're gone. And then we will get things back ramped up again when we get back, and we will be staying tuned because I have more boxes coming in. I've already got a box that came in yesterday that we will be doing unboxings on when we get back from our trip. So that is just kind of where things are. We've already got things queued up and ready to go, so that when we start things back up, when we get back, we will be ready to charge the hill. So as far as a day in the life as a reseller, let me share a little bit with you about me. I am a full-time reseller, but I also do have a passion about fitness. And for years, even when my kids were being raised and I was having kids, I did focus a lot on nutrition. I worked out a lot. And as my kids were growing up, it was a big focus for me, taking care of myself. And even since being semi-retired, I work out 6 days a week typically, whether it's a workout or stretching. So fitness is important to me. I'm constantly working on tweaking and changing how I eat and being better and taking better care of myself in how I eat. And I have done even more of that in the past month with a thing that I was doing as far as health for my trip coming up. And so I've even tweaked and changed more. I don't eat a lot of processed, guys. I eat a lot of healthy. I eat meats, and I just eat a lot of healthy, just organic fruits and vegetables, just a lot of raw foods. And if I cook, it's raw foods. I do not do a lot of packaged. I really have cut back the sweets. If I do sweets, I do have sweets that I can make that are still healthy. Fun treats. I'm not going to say sweets because they don't have sugar in them, but just treats that I make myself that I've gotten through the program that I do for my workouts. They have wonderful treats that you can make that are still healthy and still give you that ability to enjoy something fun and special. And I have been focused more on that this last month, and I'm continuing that forward here on out. And so I do work out 6 days a week. I take Sundays off because it's our family day, church day, and it is literally my rest day. So I do not work out on Sundays, but I typically do a workout 5 days a week, and then I do a good stretch 1 day a week. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. It helps me to just be active. It helps me to stay limber and be able to be physically active, because being a grandma, first of all, it's hard to believe that we're grandparents, even though we've been grandparents for a few months. We are still young, and I want to be vibrant and just run around and ready to go, even when the great grandkids come along down the road. So taking care of the only body that I have is very, very important to me. And to be honest, I just feel so much better when I eat healthy and when I don't eat a lot of the processed, when I don't eat the junk food and all the colorings and all the additives and all that stuff. It is important to me, and I do feel really good when I don't eat it. So it encourages me and gives me motivation to continue to eat healthy, which is great. So on that note, the first thing that I do when I get up in my day in the life as a reseller, I do work out. The first thing I do, I already have my workout clothes ready to go for me on the side of the bed. I literally just climb out of bed, throw those little things on, and I go do my workout. And it's anywhere, depending on the routine that I'm doing, it's anywhere from half hour to 45 minutes. The routines that I have been doing is typically about half an hour. And the workouts are good, they're intense, and I do feel it. So I'm getting great routines in. My body is getting stronger, which makes me feel very happy. So that is the first thing that I do. And then following after getting myself ready, I do go try to get a little something to eat. I don't eat before I work out because my body does better when I don't. And then I also just try to get my Bible time in, and I get my day going. And then once I've kind of gotten that done every day, and well, Sundays after church is when I do it, I do go through, I use Vendoo for my listings to cross-post on all of our different platforms except for Vinted. And so I do typically delist, relist, usually around 100 items in the morning. And then I also do that in the evening. It helps with Poshmark Mercari, and it helps with the algorithm, and it just gets eyes on my stores and all that. So I do that 6 days a week. So we do, because we have over 1,000 listings. It's easy for me to do roughly about 100 listings or so, 150 listings a day. And I do that every day, which rotates my closet once a week. And it's been great. It has made huge changes in the past few months now that I'm doing that. The second thing that I do is I specifically go onto eBay, and anything that is ending in my listings on eBay, I actually end those myself, and I relist them so they're fresh new listings on eBay. I do that also. I was just doing it in the morning, but I broke up the numbers depending on whatever listings are ending that day. I divide that in half, and I do half in the morning when I'm doing my Vendoo stuff, and then I do the other half in the evening, and it's made a difference in my algorithm. I also go through and change pricing on listings. If there's an update on some of the listings that I need to do, like a title or something, that also helps with your algorithm. So I go through and do that throughout the day. So that is the kind of the beginning of my day, is delisting and relisting. And then right after that, I run upstairs and we figure out what hard goods and what clothing and jewelry and shoes need to go out for that day on the different platforms. And I go pull all of those items. Dan is fantastic at hard goods because we did used to own our shipping company back in the state where we used to live. So we ran that. He ran that for going on 3.5, 4 years. He is so good at packaging hard goods. And I have learned how to do it from him, but he's just really good at it. So I just let him do that while I do the other clothing and jewelry and shoes. So he does that aspect of the hard goods shipping, gets all those ready to go. When we ship, we do focus on each item separately. I do not like get all the packages ready and then we do the labels. We literally take each item, I pick one platform and I find what needs to be sold on that platform. And we specifically focus on one item at a time. We get that thing packaged, we get it labeled, we get it packaged, we get it, all the labels on, all of our hard good, if we have to do fragile and all that is done. And then I click off that page just to make sure we don't accidentally click on it, because I have done that before and actually sent the wrong thing to the wrong person. So I click off that page so it's all said and done. And then we go back into that platform, we pick the next thing, we finish that platform, and then we move on to the next platform, start with the first thing. And as soon as that one is, the shipping label is on the box, we click on that page and we take it out so that we don't accidentally click on that for the next item. And we do that throughout all of our platforms until all of our items are ready to go and shipped. And then we do send them out that morning. I used to kind of wait throughout the day to see if we have more sales, but we had one day where we actually got so busy and caught up. We got to the post office and it was past the time to get things shipped out. So now I make sure that every morning they just get sent out first thing in the morning so we don't have to worry about that. So we do ship. If I have orders that morning, those do get shipped same day. If not, shipped same next day for sure. And so unless there's an issue, then I contact the buyer and say, hey, this is going on, and it gets shipped as soon as that gets figured out and packaged. So we take care of all of our packaging first thing in the morning. And then when we get back, Dan focuses on the hard goods that he's working on. He does all of his photographs, his own drafts. He does all that. Once he gets all that ready to go, he lets me know what is ready to go, and I get them up and going on Vendu, cross-listing them, and taking care of those. In the meantime, I typically, if I don't already have a bundle of, I do my photographs all, like I get a whole batch of them done. Like if I have, for example, a box of shoes, I get them all cleaned up all together, and then I get them all photographed all together. If it's clothing, I take a big section depending on how many items came in the box. I do get a big batch of those clothes. I do photographs. I do use photo rooms, so I get them all up there and I transfer them to my laptop and I get those ready to go so that when I am doing my drafts, I have my drafts ready for my photos, and all I have to do is just upload the photos. And recently what I have been doing, because you all know we have to do, I do measurements on all my listings for clothing. And I also do, like if I have heels or something like that on shoes, I do a measurement on the heel so everybody can see, hey, yeah, it's a 3-inch heel or whatever it is. But I do measurements in my descriptions and all my listings. I used to do photographs of the measurements as well, but I have cut back to just doing it in the listings. And if somebody notes, hey, I need measurements, I will let them know. Measurements are in the description. If you need others, please feel free to let me know. I'm happy to get them for you. So I just let them know in a polite way there are measurements in the description, and if they need others outside of what's in there, I'm happy to get those for them. So that works out really great. So I do measurements, and what I was doing previously, the last couple of weeks, especially with my coats that I got in, I have already gotten a lot of the women's up and running and a lot of the men's, is I actually pre-measure everything, put on a sheet of paper. That way when I'm doing my drafts, I have it ready to go and I don't have to stop and measure everything. It's just done. And I can put my draft together, look over, okay, those are measurements, type of minutes that I have to stop, measure. I think it just takes a little bit more time to do it kind of in the process. So I've been pre-measuring things, having it written on a piece of paper, and then I just go back and look at that item and I type it in as I'm doing the description. I get all my drafts ready for the day. Now, we do try to do an average of 10 to 15 drafts between the two of us, between hard goods and clothing and all those. We try to do between 10 to 15 listings a day, a minimum of 10. So what I do is I get all my drafts ready. Once my drafts are done, I go back. Once I find out from Dan what his hard goods are ready to go, I go back through, find my drafts, find the drafts that he has ready to go, and I start cross-posting. And I cross post. I take one item and I cross post it to all the platforms, and then I go on to the next one, cross post to all the platforms. And as far as Vinted, I do copy and paste the pictures from my laptop over to Vinted. I do have to cross over that. And then as far as the information, since I've already got it on Vinted and cross posted all my platforms on Vinted, I literally just copy and paste that onto Vinted, and I put my pictures up, and that is ready to go, and it's listed. So that's how I do that. It's super easy. It does take a few extra minutes. I do not put everything on Vinted because if it is a higher end branded item, or I want a little bit more than what Vinted will provide for as far as selling, because on Vinted they do have a little bit of a lower cost than selling because there are no fees. If there's something I want a little bit more for, I just don't put it on Vinted. Because Vinted is no fees to sell or post, I have made some great sales on Vinted. In fact, I've been kind of surprised. Some of my items that I have sold on Vinted, I've actually sold for a little bit more and some of them for a little bit less. But because there's no fees, I kind of decide, okay, if I sold it on this particular platform, between, by the time fees are said and done, I just kind of like, okay, so that's kind of roughly what I would make. Am I okay with that? If not, then I can kind of counter, say, hey, would you do this? And sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't. But anyway, so that's kind of what I do for my listings on a daily basis. Once that's all said and done, if I still have some eBay tweaks to do, then I'll go back and do that. And then my evening cross delisting, relisting, I'll go back onto Vinted and I do those for the evening time. And if I need pictures for the next day, sometimes I do come upstairs, get my batch of pictures ready to go for the next day, so my pictures are done. So yes, I am typically up here around 7:30. I try to do around 6:37 and get my workout done, get my day going. And I am typically at it usually until about 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night. I try not to do past 8 because then by that time we are pretty exhausted. It is a good 10, 12 hours for me. And in between all that, I'm doing laundry, if I need to clean kitchen, do dishes, make meals, or other activities that we need to run errands for. I am running all that in between all that, which is wonderful because when you work from home, you can kind of manipulate your schedule. When we do go sourcing, I do try to kind of pre-arrange at least 5 listings because when we go sourcing, we are gone a big portion of the day. We usually try to be out and about around 9 or 10 o'clock, wherever we're going to be sourcing, whether it is garage sales, which we've been doing a lot of because it's a season for it. We've found some great deals doing that. Before that, we were just going to the thrift stores. As you all know, I also source online, so we do that as well. But when we do go out to the thrift store and go sourcing, we are gone because it's a 45-minute drive one way. So that's a good 2 hours just driving. We are gone for multiple hours at the thrift store just sourcing. So that does take up a big part of the day. And then I come home and I do the haul for that day. And then that evening, I will do my delisting and relisting, which I also do that day before we leave for sourcing. And then I come home, I do that. And then I also try to, the day before, I usually try to have 5 drafts ready to go because I know I'm going to be gone most of the day that day. So I don't have time to do the drafts. I would try to have 5 drafts ready to go for that next day. So once I'm done delisting or relisting, I can literally take those drafts and cross-post those. So we still have 5 fresh new listings up for that day. And I do those quickly within usually about an hour that evening while I'm watching a show or something and just kind of chilling. And then I finish my delisting, relisting, and I'm usually done for that day because it's been a long day already. So yes, I am at it all day, every day. I do work full-time on Saturdays. And again, I do delist, relist after church on Sundays, but I do not do any listings on Sundays, no photographs. I answer questions if somebody has a question, but on Sundays, but I don't do any new listings. I don't do photographing or anything like that. We do take a rest day, and so that's how that is. We also don't do any sourcing on Sunday. So that's kind of my day in the life. I keep very busy, but you know what? We love it. I don't want this video to be too long. It's already been about 20 minutes. So I just wanted to kind of share with y'all. We have, again, several unboxings coming up. I ordered some more denim. I've got shoes coming in. And I will also be posting a ThredUp sleepwear box as well. I already did the video on that. So who knows, maybe I might even try to put that up while I'm on vacation. But I haven't had a chance to do screenshots on that video, so I may just go ahead and wait till the first week we get back and just do the day in the life the first week that we're gone. I'm so glad y'all joined us. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. Our subscriber base is growing. Our traffic is growing on our YouTube channel. For those of you who are already following us, thank you so much for your support. It is so appreciated. I do hope that seeing what we get at different sourcing through our unboxings benefits you. I hope that seeing what all we do during the day as resellers, full-time resellers, I hope that benefits you. And also when we go to the thrift store and other hauls, I hope those videos are a blessing to you. As when I watch other videos from other resellers, they are a blessing to me. I learned so much, gleaned so much from them. I learned sometimes about brands and what works and what doesn't work for them, which is another thing we do, just how we tweak and change things and grow things. And so if that is a blessing to you, please do feel free to subscribe to our channel. If this day in the life blessed you and it helps you understand how reselling works on a daily basis, please do give this video a like and a thumbs up. And guys, I hope you're having a really great summer. Hope you had a really great 4th of July. And guys, I'm so excited about taking a nice long break just to refresh and be ready to go so that when we come back, Dan and I are excited to grow things and start out with our new expansion on our business, which I believe I shared with you in our last video that we have been approved to sell and whatnot. That is a whole nother thing when we get back. So stay tuned. Do subscribe so you know when we'll be going live with our first show. It's very exciting. A lot of great things going on. Plus, fourth quarter is going to be just around the corner when we get back from vacation. Lots of great things coming up for the holidays. So until then, you guys, I'm looking forward to the break, but I'm looking forward to seeing you when we get back. Hope you all have a great couple weeks and enjoying your summer, and we'll see you guys in the next video.